Welcome to Brain Vision.
This is the problem number 7, and here we have to calculate the time derivative of, that is d by dt, of expectation value of momentum, and use the equation 1.32 or the first part of the 1.33 and equation 1.38, that is the Ehrenfest theorem. Okay, let's do this. Equation 1.33, we have the expectation value of momentum is equal to m and d by dt, expectation value of the x, because it is m v and the expectation of the v is dx by dt. And now this is equation number 1. We have the Schrodinger equation, that is E psi is equal to S psi, where E is the eigenvalue of this Hamiltonian and psi is the eigenstate, and E is IH bar and del psi by del t is equal to minus S square by 2m del 2 psi by del x square plus V x t and psi xt. From here we can calculate the value of this del psi by del t. Del psi by del t is equal to, here this will be minus, that is IH bar, this will be IH bar 2m del 2 psi by del x square plus, and it will be V 1 upon IH bar, and then if I multiply by I on the numerator and the denominator, then it will be I by V, I by H bar, I by H bar V xt and psi xt. Here this psi is the variable of the x only, and this psi is the variable of x and t, and this is the function of the t. Suppose this is the equation number 2. Let's take the complex conjugate of this. Del psi upon del t is equal to, this will be minus IH bar by 2m del 2 psi star upon del x square plus I by H bar Vx t and psi xt. This is the equation number 3. Now let's calculate the expectation value of the p, that is defined as p is equal to minus infinity to plus infinity psi star and the minus I h bar del by del x and psi dx. We are assuming this p, that is px only. So here we have write this del by del x, then it will be minus IH bar minus infinity to plus infinity psi star and del psi by del x and dx. Now differentiate with respect to time with d by dt. P is equal to minus IH bar, and it will be, that is del by del t psi star del psi by del x and dx. Let's differentiate it. Minus IH bar Here this will be del psi by del t, and it is constant del psi by del x plus psi star, and it is del upon del x. This can be written as del by del x and del psi by del t. They are replaced to each other because it is the time derivative here and here, and whole integration with respect to dx. Now substitute the value of this del psi by del t complex conjugate and this using equation 1 and 2, that is with the help of major equation. And now this equation will be minus is bar, and this value will be minus, and this value is here minus is bar by 2m minus is bar by 2m del 2 psi by del x square plus I by h bar v and psi prime, and here del psi by del x and plus psi star del by del x, and again substitute the value of this del psi by del t, that is I h bar by 2m del 2 psi, and here sorry it's a complex conjugate del 2 psi by del x square minus I by h bar v psi and whole integration with respect to dx. Now solve this, and because this is minus is bar 2m and del 2 psi by del x square del psi del x plus is bar v psi, and now rearrange this equation minus is bar, this will be minus is bar by 2m del 2 psi upon del x square and del psi by del x plus I by h bar v psi prime del psi by del x plus psi star, and here we will do this, that is is bar del 3 psi by del x cube, that is it will be I s bar by 2m into del q psi by del x cube minus psi star this minus is bar, and here there are two variables, that is it will be del v by del x and psi as it is minus psi star minus I by h bar, and it will be del psi by del x and b constant, and whole integration is dx. Now from here you can see that this I by h bar v psi del psi by del x, and here this value is I think there is some sign column. Let me check first. Okay, this will be minus minus, yeah, this sign not will be here because minus is already taken here. This is plus, so that means this portion I by h bar v psi del psi by del x is cancelled. The remaining part is only this one and this one and this one. Again rewrite this equation. After solving, you will get minus I h bar minus infinity to plus infinity minus I h bar by 2m and del 2 psi by del x square complex conjugate and del psi by del x. Let's suppose this is the first integration and plus this part I h bar by 2m psi complex conjugate del q psi by del x cube minus I by h bar and del v by del x psi prime and psi and dx. Let us assume this is the first integration, first, and this one is second. Let's solve this first integration individually. First integration is this is minus I h bar by 2m del 2 psi complex conjugate by del x square and del psi by del x and dx. So let's integrate this by part. It is constant minus I h bar by 2m. Let's integrate this. This is the second derivative. This is the first. That means the integration of this will be del psi by del x, and this is as it is del psi by del x, and the limit are minus infinity to plus infinity minus this is the derivative of the first, that is del 2 psi by del x square, and the integration of this, that is del psi by del x. And here you can see that this is the time derivative at x is equal to infinite. This value will be 0, so hence this value is 0, hence this minus minus plus, and this will be minus infinity to plus infinity del 2 psi by del x square and del psi by del x and dx. Again integrate this by part, then we will get plus I h bar by 2m, and this is This is same, that is del 2 psi by del x square, and the integration of this, that is psi complex conjugate, and minus infinity to plus infinity minus, and the time derivative of this, that is del q psi by del x cube, and this is psi complex conjugate and dx. Again this value is 0, so hence the first integration is minus I h bar by 2m, and this, and del q psi by del x cube psi complex conjugate and dx. Now substitute this value in this equation, that is here, so it will be minus I h bar, and this value, that is d by dt of p is equal to minus I h bar into this minus I h bar by 2. We are putting this value here, this minus I h bar, and this value we have calculated the value of this integration, and this is minus infinity to plus infinity, and del q psi by del x cube psi complex conjugate and the dx, and second integration is as it is plus this integration is by 2m psi complex conjugate and del q psi by del x cube and minus I by h bar del v by del x psi complex conjugate and dx. So if I see this minus minus plus I square is minus, that is minus h square by 2m. From here, let me check this IH bar. Yeah, this minus IH bar is outside the integration. Then it will be from here to here. So here you can see that this value is negative, this value is positive, hence this is cancelled. And here you will get only minus IH bar and this value, that is minus IH bar and into minus I by h bar integration of this del v by del x psi and psi complex conjugate and dx. So here this minus minus plus I square is minus 1, that is minus, and h bar to h bar cancel, this is cancel, and here you will get only this value, that is we can write psi star here and del v by del x here, and this psi is here index in the form of the expectation value. And if I take this negative sign here, then it will be that is dy dt of p is equal to minus 2 plus psi complex conjugate minus del v by del x and psi and dx. This is nothing, this is the expectation value of the del v by del x. Hence d by dt of p is equal to expectation value of minus del v by del x. Thank you.